Hello friends, welcome to a cherry on top YouTube hop for February. This is Nicole and thank you for visiting my channel today. Today we're going to be sharing real life projects and I'm actually going to share a pocket page thread along with some other things that I created using Simple Stories for the record collection. I have used a lot of this collection and I am down to like scraps. And so I wanted to figure out how to use them because I don't like throwing anything away. And so the first thing I did was I used my Canon Selfie to print out some real life snapshots that I've taken over the past few weeks. For those of you who have not seen the Selfie, it's so easy to use and I recommend it. You can just print the photos right from your phone. It's a game changer, especially when you're going to crops. But anyway, so I used the Canon Selfie to print off the phone pictures from my phone, and then I am just gonna cut a variety of patterns down to 2x2 because that's the size of the pockets that I'm using. I had a lot of pictures that I wanted to use, and it was too many for a layout. And that's why I decided to go ahead and create a pocket page for my snap binder. And so right now I'm just cutting out 2x2 squares using my personal trimmer. And I'm just going to place them on the sleeve just to get an idea of how it will look. And I may not use all of them, but just to get started, I just try and make it easy on myself. And then these cut apart sheets, I am cutting some of the patterns out from theirs because I do like them. Some of them have like little titles on there and they're just perfect for what I'm doing. And I'm just looking for a tag or something to put in there to fill in the white space. And I think that may work. For now, I'm just going to leave it at that. And so I'm going to be doing the front and the back. I've already pre-planned what embellishments I was going to use, going through my stash of die cuts just to save some time. And I have some leveling that I'm going to be using, a tag that I cut in half. I got a heart die cut, a paperclip leveling. I have a coffee mug and a decorated badge, just so you can see what I'm working with. And just random things that I had in my stash that I'm trying to use up. And so I'm going to glue down the pieces to the squares. And then I'm going to alternate the pictures and the patterns straight down. Alright, and so that's another rubber one. It says for the record, and I'm going to add that to the pattern that I cut from one of the cut apart sheets. And this is very simple. I wanted to keep it simple because really I'm just documenting my days. Like this is what a normal week looks like in my house. You know, I'm playing with the dog, we're eating Chubby Hubby in bed sometimes. And I work from home, so I have my computer there. I have my cat. I have myself in there. I do have a sunset picture. But just some pictures that I just snapped on my phone within the past few weeks. And so I'm going to staple the hearts to this paper just so I can add a little bit of dimension and pop up the heart a little bit. And then I'm going to glue that down to the center. It's slightly smaller than 2x2, just so that there's a nice little border around it. And then I'm going to alternate the photo there and look for another square. This I'm going to use a tag, and I'm going to add a little flower die using foam stickers just to add dimension. And I'm going to pop that right on there. I never know where to put this, but it's fine. Alright, and now I am going to put a little enamel dot to the center of the flower just to make it pop. And I have some string. I'm going to feed some string through the tag and tie it. And I'm trying to be very careful what embellishments I use because the pockets are pretty small and you don't really want to put too much in there. So I'm not using any chipboard because that would be a little too thick for what I'm working on. Alright, and then this is another page, and I'm just going to use this to kind of get an idea of the back without moving just too much. Some of these, the 2x2, these squares are cut down to 2x2, and that's probably just a little bit bigger than what I needed because the pockets are pretty tight, so I just trimmed down a little bit just to make them fit. And you'll see what I mean right now. It just won't go in there. I'm going to carefully cut down some of the squares so that I can get them in there. And one by one. I'm going to put a rubber heart on the monitor just for fun. Because I don't want to add any embellishments, but I thought that would be fun. Just add something there. Just a little something on the picture. Pop that back in there. I'm going to come back and journal on the tag later. And I got to cut that off so it goes in the pocket. So I'm going to, I'll come back and do that. Alright, and here's the back. And I have like a tag that I cut in half so that I can glue it to the grid print paper. And that's pretty much all I'm going to do with that. And I just need to cut this down a little bit, pop it in there. I am using a plastic, these page protectors, I think they're from Allie Edwards, and she has them in her shop, if you're wondering where you can find them. They do not come with the snap binder from Simple Story, but I do like the grid, so I did buy some. Alright, and then I'm going to put another picture in here, and I'm just alternating between the pattern, squares, and the photos. And there's my kitty cat. And I promise you I'm married. I don't see my husband much these days. He works late, and I was going to get a picture of him watching the football game, but it didn't work out. And I kind of feel bad because he's not on this spread at all. But then when I think about it, this is really just me and my animals. And I'm going to do another spread for Edward, what his life is looking like these days. That'll be coming up on the blog this month. So if you have teenagers, maybe I'll inspire you to do something similar to this for your children. Alright, and then this is just very simple. And I'm going to cut this down a little bit and pop it in there. Super, super easy but fun. It's a great way to use up your embellishments and get your daily photos in an album. And then this is something I just printed off using my selfie. I saved all my songs that I've been listening to lately. Some are old, some are new. And I just printed it using my selfie and matted them together and punched a hole in it. And then this is another page I'll be working with this year. I'm going to put, this is going to be filled with tags. I'm not ready to finish that project yet, but that's just to give you an idea of what to do for your snap binder. And if you're playing with the Real for the Record collection, it's perfect for documenting your daily life. So thank you for visiting today. I hope you found these projects inspiring, and please make sure you hop along to see what everybody else made for their daily life projects. Thanks, and have a great day.